Hi guys, Piotr here. This is LiteFinance Global YouTube channel and it's again my pleasure to be with you. Well, some time ago we've seen a few tweets from Elon Musk in regards to the cryptocurrency we are going to discuss today. We've seen the price skyrocketing towards 1,400 satoshis, and since then we are facing some kind of the pullback, and that's how I would call it. Also lately we are witnessing some discussion about the possibility to use that crypto for a ticket payment, as well as lately 4 days ago on Bloomberg I've seen the information that paying for Taco Bell with that crypto might be soon might be real, right? So, well, we are going to discuss today Doge. There you go. The first chart is a monthly chart, Doge versus BTC, and as you can see, as I mentioned a second ago, we've seen the price skyrocketing as high as almost towards 1,400 satoshis, almost, right? Since then we do have some kind of the correction. But if we are discussing the monthly chart, so it is worth to place one line in my opinion, and I'm going to explain to you why this particular line. Now, if you watched one of my educational videos in regards to the swing trading, that's what we've seen around 2014-2015 on the monthly chart, a little bit of the swing high, but as you can see, we never ever retest that particular swing high, right? Like this. So we were waiting for a retest of this particular level, this red line, and it has happened after the first tweet from the I'm not sure if that was that one, but anyway, the retest of 266 satoshis been tested. All right, now this particular level, in my opinion, is working as a really line in the sand. We are talking about the levels close to 266, 270 satoshis when it comes to Doge versus Bitcoin. And to be honest with you, I think we are going to see this type of the slide. So especially if you are going to try to compare what has happened 2 months ago, this supply, why do I think it was supply, long upper shadow, a little bit higher volume than previously, and we are sliding since then. And if we are going to make the measure, we are going to notice that this type of the retest to the downside could be in place. So briefly, let's switch the weekly chart. Let's have a look what we have on the weekly chart, and that's the weekly chart. Even here, one simple one-to-one, right? That could bring us down towards the levels we were discussing. So again, 266 satoshis. Now, the latest slide is very important because we are testing quite significant level from the weekly chart perspective. So if you are watching the weekly chart, as you can see, taking into the considerations this breakout low ahead of the breakout, as well as the retest, that's quite significant level is being tested right now, and we are talking about the 450 460 satoshis being tested right now. So if you are a medium-term trader, then either you are waiting for a retest of the level from the monthly chart, right, or we are trying to look for the trend line break eventually with the retest again of 450, holding 450, and then trying to go higher. So we do have some kind of the possible supports or demand levels. What about supply? The first possible supply, in my opinion, is the untested level around 570 satoshis, and I'm talking about this weekly up candle, right? And then we have another possible supply higher towards 730, 750 satoshis, and that's the high before we started the whole slide to the downside. If we are going to be able to move higher, the next possible level when it comes to the Doge versus Bitcoin, we are talking about the levels close to 835, 850 satoshis, and of course the swing high well above 1,200. So that's how I see the things. From the medium to long-term perspective, I would rather wait for this slide to 250 to 70, or I would wait for upside break, retest, holding, and attempting to go higher. So finally, let's have a look what we have when it comes to the daily chart, Doge versus Bitcoin. And that's gonna be the final look to that particular pair, and it could be okay. 1 second, just waiting for the refresh, and that's the daily chart. And as you can see here, we are trying to fight based on what we already see quite a few times, right, with this lower shadow, but we were holding this level, and that's the confirmation what we were discussing a second ago, based on the daily chart, based on the weekly chart, and all the levels above are valid also on the daily chart, right? Looks like the game changer for the bulls, would be the break of 730, 750, and then again 835, 850. Daily weekly close above that zone might be pretty bullish, and we might see retest levels of 1,100, 1,200 when it comes to the Doge versus Bitcoin. So let's have a look what we have when it comes to the Doge versus Tether, and let's have a look if we can check the same, starting from the monthly chart, a little bit different. Because if we are going to take into the consideration 3 months, so the quarterly, right, on the quarterly basis, so that's the open, that's the close, that's the high, and that's the low. We are talking about the downward pressure here. After this type of the candle, so huge rise, monster on a quarterly basis, monster upper shadow, and we are trying to slide, because here on this monthly chart, right, pretty nice swing high, almost like per each book, talking about the swing high, and then we are going lower. Now, what is quite important here is what we've seen here during the August trading month, with this upper shadow, right, and higher than before volume, is telling me that if we are going to give up short term, let's place the line, if we are going to give up on a monthly chart this level of monthly chart red color, if we are going to give up this 20 cents level, really very quickly we might see retest of this bottom breakout candle, right? We are talking about the 5 cents, so quite big slide eventually could be in place. So very important level is being tested when it comes to the Doge versus dollar is being tested right here, right now. Let's have a look what we have when it comes to the weekly chart, because here we are going to most probably we are going to find some nearest supply and demand levels as well. That's what I would like to show you. Waiting for the refresh of the chart, right? But again, I'm not gonna be surprised that this 20 cents to the downside is quite significant level. All right, and it has to hold both on a weekly and monthly closes, just to give the hope for another rally when it comes to the Doge. It's I'm trying to refresh. Just 1 second, guys. Hopefully. We are going to see that within the few next seconds. Of course, we might see the big rally under within the two conditions, right? Either we are going to see some positive news coming in when it comes to the Doge, right? Or we are going to see the overall positive sentiment when it comes to the crypto market. Trying to combine those two conditions together, that could produce some kind of the explosive move to the upside, but we have to remember about this 45 cents, the swing high from the monthly chart. All right, so that's the weekly chart here. I'm going to try to make it a little bit bigger, but again, this 45 cents over here is gonna be crucial, in my opinion, to the upside, and current 20 cents to the downside, and that's how I would like to trade if we are going to see the weekly close below 20 cents. That could reopen the 5 cents discussed a second ago. With that being said, guys, it was my pleasure to make this Doge analysis for you, both versus Bitcoin and US dollar. Wish you great trading day. Wish you great trading week. See you around. Take care and goodbye.